regular board meeting for May 20th, 2026. Roll call, please.
Mr. Pizzetto? Mrs. Alcorn?
Here.
Mrs. Krasania?
Here.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Here.
Mrs. Taliani?
Here.
Mr. Ferrari?
Here.
Mr. Sarver?
Here. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. At this time, I'd like the members of the board to look over the minutes from the regular meeting on April 22nd, 2026. If there's no additions or corrections, I need a motion of approval.
So moved.
Second.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mrs. Alcorn?
Yes.
Mrs. Krasania?
Yes.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes. Under recognitions and comments from visitors this evening, we start out with our agriculture students and our FFA members. Tonight we have two of them that did outstanding achievements. First we have Ella Crane. Ella competed in the District Creed Speaking Career Development event and placed first out of 10. Previously she competed in the Section Creed Speaking Career Development, placing second. Now Ella advances to the State Creed Speaking Career Development event, which is in June, as one of the top 10 in the state of Illinois. The FFA Creed is a 5-paragraph creed written by E.M. Tiffany in 1928. That's awesome. Ella, please come up and meet the board.
Congratulations. Come this way.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Hello again.
Hello.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Next, we have Molly Thompson. She was elected by her peers to serve as Section 7 FFA reporter over the 15 FFA chapters in Section 7. Throughout the course of next year, she will serve in the following capacities: travel to all FFA events, maintain her reporter duties as she reports on section happenings, travel to all schools next fall to assist with chapter visits, serve over 1,400 FFA members in Section 7, conduct workshops and activities to create a cultural environment for Section 7 FFA members. Congratulations, Molly. Please come forward.
Congratulations. Impressive.
Molly, congratulations. Nice job.
You are going to be busy.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
And definitely not to be left out, our agriculture instructor and FFA advisor, who's brought tremendous excitement to our facility, Mr. Riley Hinsky.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Riley, congratulations. Great job.
Congratulations.
Hello again.
Great job.
Thank you.
Picture?
Ladies, how was Mr. Trevor?
He's got his blue and gold on, just like he knew it was going to be an FFA.
You mean give a picture?
Parents, you want pictures?
Okay, you're more than welcome to come over.
You come up and take pictures.
Oh, come on in.
Sal, a couple of weeks ago, a friend and I went to Milwaukee to see a Brewers Yankees game Sunday, Mother's Day. Man, did they have customer service.
My phone keeps
I was in
beeping in my
Milwaukee
ear.
the first weekend in May. I didn't make it to the stadium.
Well, this is only the second time I've been there. And,
Last time I was there was for the Summer Fest when I was in college. So that was 2-3 years ago. Yeah. The stadium's far away from everything, though.
it's fairly easy to get to.
I heard it's cool.
It's a very nice day.
Yeah, I'd like to go. I'd like to go there.
Tonight for our division spotlight, we have PE Health and Driver Education, instructor Cam Mignon.
All right, hello everybody. I was told I was going to come here today and kind of talk more about our personal fitness sophomore curriculum, which we'll be just finishing up our second year of. It is mainly myself. I have 4 periods, and then Mr. Rebels has 3 periods of the class. It is sophomores only. We've kind of 2 years ago, when they kind of gave the sophomores their own curriculum, they gave Rebs and I kind of a lot of freedom about how to design the curriculum, what we're going to do. So we're really only limited by kind of our space and equipment needs, stuff like that. So through a bunch of experimentation and trying a bunch of stuff out, we've kind of settled on kind of our basic template, how we run the class. We'll have 2, we call them fitness station days a week. We use the south balcony. We got a kind of bunch of portable, smaller, lighter equipment that we can use there. We share the closet with the baseball program. And then 1 weight room day. It obviously kind of depends on when APT's down there, if there's a conflict, stuff like that. We'll typically try to do that in Wednesdays, just a lot of basic weightlifting stuff in the weight room with the kids. We'll usually do that on Wednesdays when APT has their cardio day, where they'll use outside or the cardio room. We'll have our own cardio day. Obviously in the winter, colder months raining, we use the cardio room. Sometimes we go outside and kind of utilize that space as well. And then we like to do, we call them like fitness game day Fridays. We like to mix it up. We'll do kind of large group games where it gets the kids running around. We usually try to do it on Friday, kind of end the week on a fun note, stuff like that. Kind of change it up and let the kids have some fun. And that's kind of what we settle on. Some weeks are different just based on space restrictions, or if we have a Monday off, we might have to cut a fitness day or bump a weight room day around. Biggest thing is we're starting to get more equipment. I know last year was kind of bare. We had some dumbbells, stuff like that, but through the PE budget, we've been able to get a lot more equipment throughout the years. We typically use that for the all the fitness stations in the balcony. So I know Rebs and I really enjoy the sophomore class. I think it's a really fun age group. They seem to have fun, enjoy it. I think kind of rotating the days throughout the week gives them a lot of novelty, and they seem to like the kind of change of pace. It's not just do one activity for 4 days, then a cardio day, or it's not just lifting every day. So we'll continue to experiment with stuff, and then hopefully keep on getting better at teaching those specific things.
Anybody have any questions? Great job, Cam.
All right, perfect. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Cam.
There's no public comment this evening. Under Finance, 6.1, a motion of approval of the bills for LaSalle-Peru Township High School.
So moved.
Second.
Mrs. Alcorn?
Yes.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mrs. Krasniak?
Yes.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes. I need a motion of approval for the bills for LP Area Career Center.
So moved.
Second.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mrs. Alcorn?
Yes.
Mrs. Krasniak?
Yes.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes. I need a motion of approval for the payroll report.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mrs. Alcorn?
Yes.
Mrs. Krasniak?
Yes.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes. 6.2, I need a motion to accept the financial reports as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mrs. Alcorn?
Yes.
Mrs. Krasniak?
Yes.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes. 6.3, tonight we have our auditor's report for fiscal year 2025. Mr. Bill Newkirk from CPA from Newkirk and Associates is here. Welcome, Bill.
Thank you. I guess I want to start by saying this is a really weird time to be delivering to the board. The OMB that regulates federal programs last year was very late in issuing the 2025 compliance supplement. And when we audit certain federal programs for the district, we cannot issue the audit until that guidance comes out. So they had released a draft guidance in August around the time that we were here doing the audit work, and we used that to guide our audit work, but they specifically said it's draft, that it's subject to change, and we couldn't issue. It was right around Thanksgiving. I think it might have actually been the Monday after Thanksgiving when they finally issued the final one, which then we had to review and make sure that everything we'd done, thank goodness it was adequate, that we didn't have to come back and do additional audit work or anything like that. And then we had 7 single audits to get across the finish line in our office. So we didn't deliver your report until January is when it's dated, and it was previously given to the board, and I believe it's been approved. I was asked to come tonight to talk about just kind of an exit interview, or like some of the findings or things that came up in the audit. I think as far as the dollars and cents in the report, I mean, it's June 30th of 2025, that fiscal year ended. So most of the information is pretty outdated. I wasn't going to dive into numbers. We did have a number of adjusting journal entries. So about an hour ago, I met with Lori Whalen and Mrs. Cushing and a couple of the other accounting staff members, and we went over them. There were basically 3 categories, I would say. So the first category was some issues between transfers between cash and investments that hadn't been recorded in the system correctly. So we just got that trued up. The second category was where revenues and expenditures would be netted in the same account. So for example, there was an expenditure that was reimbursed by an outside or a third party, and the reimbursement was netted against the expenditure. From an accounting standpoint, we never like to see that. That kind of conceals the true expenditures through an account. So we always want revenues and expenditures to each be gross in their own accounts and not netted together. So we had 2 or 3 examples of that where we were splitting things out to make sure those were separated. The last and most minor was just some kind of cleanup where within the same fund we would move like a revenue or expenditure on the same line item just to get it reported correctly. So for example, there was in food service a new cooler of some kind that was purchased for like $45,000. It was coded as a purchase service. It really should have been capital outlay, so we moved that. I think that was the largest dollar example of that. And then there were a couple revenue examples where like a transportation reimbursement from ISB was coded as regular and should have been special ed, or vice versa, something like that. That we're just kind of truing up to make sure those things are on the proper line item for reporting. So the staff is aware of those. We went over, and Lori's going to make sure that those are all properly entered so that your books and records agree to the AFR that's been filed with ISB for last fiscal year. The other thing that I wanted to talk about, I started talking about the OMB and the federal programs. We have to do a single audit because of the amount of federal expenditures here. And we looked at this child nutrition program and Title I, and across the 2 programs, we had 3 findings, which is a little bit abnormal for the district. I don't think we've ever had more than 1. So related to Title I, there was an issue with expenditure reports that the July and August payrolls for teachers are really on the contract year the year before. And normally when you write the grant, you write those in and they're like committed at the end, and then you do one more expenditure report and claim those, which the district did for 24. But then when they started filing 25 expenditure reports, they just grabbed the general ledger detail from July 1st forward, and they counted the same July and August payroll a second time for Title I. So there was an overclaim of expenditure there. I know the staff is aware of it. We talked about potential mitigation to make sure something like that doesn't happen again, either through internal reviews and or possibly changing like some account numbers and things. So I brought up, I work with some districts that, especially for grant related stuff, they'll use a different account number, like they'll put a 1 either in front or at the end for odd years and a 2 for even years. So that way you can keep those program years separated because that's going to happen every year just because of the way the contract dates work. So there's some ideas there. The staff's very aware of it, proactive, and going to get that corrected. The other 2 findings were related to school lunch program. The first one, we test eligibility. So most of your students that get free lunch are what's called direct cert. So if they already qualify for SNAP or Medicaid or things like that, the state sends a report to the district and they automatically qualify. If they don't qualify under one of those programs directly, the parents then can fill out a paper application and provide income information, and the district needs to determine whether or not they qualify. We tested 60 students. Like I said, the majority are direct cert, but we do look at some paper. One of the paper applications that we looked at, the income reported by the parent was too high and shouldn't have qualified, but it was marked and the student was given free lunch improperly. So again, very proactive staff. They're going to add review. It's probably just kind of the hustle and bustle at registration time. There's a lot of paperwork, a lot going on. Getting a second set of eyes on that just to make sure something like this doesn't happen again. And the last one was a clerical error on the reporting of lunches, I believe for last May, so like a year ago now. When we tested the reporting, there were no meals reported at all, and the district, at least at the time of the audit, had not gotten reimbursement. But then attached to and in the folder with the paperwork that we received, there were lunch counts, and like clearly lunch was served. And what happens is it's a software thing where she put all the information in, but has to like go back to a summary page and click submit or something like that. So all the data was like sitting in there, but it didn't get submitted. So when we pulled and looked, the report that we got that actually was on record with the state had no meals served at all. So in that case, actually the state owes you money related to that. But like I explained to the staff, when we're doing an audit, I don't care if the state owes you money or you owe the state. We want it to be right. So we have a finding. We test more of the controls over the process to make sure that something like that gets caught and corrected before we come in. And that's why it does elevate to a finding, even though it's in your favor. So that, again, they've got a procedure where she prints the print screen on everyone and then goes back to the summary. So she's changed how she does that, and we're going to get a second set of eyes on that on a monthly basis too, to make sure that doesn't happen again. All these are correctable findings. Like I said, the staff very proactive in making sure that controls are put in place to make sure these don't happen again. The other thing I normally stress when we talk about single audit findings, when we report these to ISB, up at the top of the page, one of the first questions it says, is this a new finding or a repeat finding? All three of these are new findings. The district has not had these issues before. And I think more than anything, the way single audit's designed, you're legally required to hire us to come in and take a look at this. And if we report a finding, they're hoping that it's not a repeat finding next year. And that would mean that the system's working the way it should, that you hire us, we come in, we address potential concerns, you guys get them corrected, and they wouldn't be repeated as findings next year. And that tells ISB and somebody, you know, that, again, the system's working the way it is. I don't think any of these findings are like major red flags or like issues for the district that'll be ongoing. Like I said, very proactive to get them corrected. So I don't have any concerns going forward, but wanted to make sure the board understood what was going on with those. So does anybody have any questions or concerns for me at all?
Just due to the late timing of the report, will we have time to correct them so they're not repeat findings?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know it's kind of a hustle.
Yep.
But, okay.
Yeah. Yep, I believe that there is adequate time to ensure that that's the case. And I'm really hoping OMB issues a lot earlier next year, and I'll be back here in just a few months, and hopefully we can have a totally clean report with no findings then. But, yep.
Where's the little guy?
Well, I met with Gloria and them an hour ago. I didn't think that it would be great.
No, he wouldn't make it, yeah.
I was waiting for your assistant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. In a few months if I come back, yeah, I'll bring it.
All right.
All right.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you guys
Thank
very
you
much.
very much.
Have a
a
safe trip
wonderful
home.
day. Thank you.
Tonight in the President's Report, I have a couple things I'd like to share. First, on behalf of the Board of Education, I'd like to thank the administration, faculty, and staff for everything they did throughout the year for our students and stakeholders. I know there were some trying times this year, but your professionalism and work ethic shine through to ensure success. Thank you. Also, the Board of Education would like to congratulate science instructor Mrs. Nancy Kochis for a great run in America's Favorite Teacher competition, making it through 6 rounds, and with great support, which created an electric environment, shows the positive effect she's had on her students in the LPHS community. I'd also like to thank Superintendent Cushing, Principal Lance, the remainder of the administration, Barb Franklin and the administrative assistants, as well as Tim Tominello and the maintenance staff on all their hard work in making graduation the great success it was. I received many great compliments from parents and friends. And lastly, the Board of Education will meet this July 22nd, due to Superintendent Dr. Theisinger's first board meeting, because he starts July 1. If we waited until August, we'd already be in session by the time we had that board meeting. So we will meet on July 22nd. Okay, thank you. Okay, under correspondence, 8.1, we received a thank you card from Mrs. Rachel Balestri and family expressing appreciation for a donation to the LP Foundation in honor of her grandmother, Mrs. Joyce Shreve. 8.2, we got a thank you letter from Mrs. Jennifer Ratke for the board's donation to the LPHS Foundation for Enrichment in memory of Mr. Raul Torres, the brother of Mrs. Molly Taylor. Okay, 9.1, committee reports, Building and Grounds Committee. Mrs. Cushing.
We met on Tuesday, May 12th. We discussed the ag building updates. It is on target for the August 1st finish, which is wonderful. We have a lot of work that's been happening. Masonry walls are finishing up. We have the greenhouse now getting installed, so lots of very visible things getting finished up here. We also had total of four change orders that will be on the agenda for approval this evening. I would point out that one of those that is a little larger in cost there is to ensure that we have everything we need in terms of the wiring and all those types of things available to us if we want to add the vet building at a later date. It was much easier to do that now instead of ripping up, thousands and thousands of dollars of concrete later on. So that's just a little proactive thinking there. We talked about other projects that we have currently going. The fire alarm replacement in Dolan Building. The wiring is already ready to be pulled, and we're kind of working on that a little ahead of schedule. The fire alarm for the auto shop part has not started yet, but will begin as soon as school is out. Dolan Building renovations that are happening. We're just in the process of getting things finalized for that. That will also start as soon as school is out. Sip and Savor, that's been one we've talked about for quite a while. We're getting close to the finish line there. The first coat of the epoxy flooring has been completed, and then we'll just have a little bit of shelving work and a few other little very small projects, and we should be wrapping up here, I would say within the next few days to a week. Howard Falls Stadium, the traffic coating repairs, those will begin here very, very soon, and should be started. They'll kind of balance that work with the stadium lighting and taking kind of turns over who's going to be doing things in there. But we're really ready to go with all of our summer projects is the gist there. I did share some information at the meeting about the pool resurfacing and main drain repair that has been slowed down because we had to go back, remember, for the HLS amendment. We are still waiting. I've checked, it's not completed yet, but we're optimistic that will get in so that next month we can begin that project officially. The other items that we discussed were also that we would like to name the pool in honor of Coach Rob McNally, and so we'll talk about that later in the agenda. And then the other item was just all of our summer building permits, and then ensuring that we have our statement of completion presented. So you'll see those items in the board agenda as well. Any questions?
Thank you, Mrs. Cushing. Finance Committee report, Mr. Murbaugh.
We met on Tuesday, May 12th. We did not at that time review the financials. You had them in your packet and were able to review them, and we've already approved them. simply because we really spent a lot of time, and the business office had spent a lot of time on the amended budget. So we discussed the amended budget and looked at that in some great detail. And then we received the revised amended budget, which is in your packet. And I received that, I think, late morning this morning, and reviewed it and had some conversations with the business office, and we recommend approval of that amended budget. We discussed an update on the ag building donations. We talked about bid recommendations and the updates for some projects that are going on. We did recommend the approval of the athletic trainer contract, which is an action item on the agenda, and we recommend that for approval. We also recommend the approval of the school resource officer contract, which is in the packet. We also recommended naming of the pool in honor of Rob McNally. We briefly discussed the forensic audit and that it's still progressing, and we're a little ways out of getting results on that. And then we discussed another action item, which was creating activity accounts that are on your agenda here for girls bowling in the ag building. And the final action item and final issue we talked about was authorization of the business office to make mid-month payments on the Walmart credit card not to exceed $500, which is also an action item tonight.
Okay,
And that's
thank
it.
you. Any questions? Thank you, Mr. Murbaugh. Administrative reports. Interim Superintendent, Mrs. Cushing.
Graduation, I also want to say thank you to all of our staff that helped to make that a very nice evening. Ms. Lance did a great job for her first time at running the show there, so I appreciate that, as well as all the rest of the staff. Give a little bit of an update on our SMART goals. We're still a little ways out from being able to say for sure if we've met our graduation rate and attendance goals and those kinds of things, but from all the preliminary data that we have, it looks like we're really on track, especially with graduation rate. We did see an improvements in our attendance goal. I don't know if we'll get to that aggressive goal though of 15%. The extensions have come in from LaSalle and Bureau counties for our EAV this year has increased quite a bit. Our total tax extension will be over $19 million, which is an increase of over $900,000 since last year. So positive news for us. I also included in my report, as well as the Finance Committee report there, about the tremendous work that has been completed. Mrs. Lori Whalen has been working, continuously on our amended budget. There are a lot of changes there, a lot of things that we've had to discuss and review, and so we feel like we're presenting what is a very honest and accurate count as much as we possibly can. We've included our April bills, we've included May bills as well, we've included even the payroll from the first half of May. So we feel like we're providing for you a very, very accurate amended budget. As far as FOIA requests, we had 3 of those this month. We had to ask for additional time on 2 of them, and then we have completed the others, all with the other ones within the time frame. And that's all I have.
Any questions? Thank you, Mrs. Cushing. Interim Principal, Ms. Lance.
Good evening. It's hard to believe that this is our May meeting already. But this last time that we met, we did have our senior award ceremony. It was well attended. I think the students were very happy. We were able to give over $100,000 in scholarships. So as always, we're very appreciative to our generous donors who come through for us every year and make it very possible for our students to have that money to move on to careers and also education. As Mrs. Cushing said, graduation is over. We have 256 happy students who left us last Thursday on the field, and we wish them the best of luck. As we move forward, we have AP exams will be over as of tomorrow. So we started in May with the first 2 weeks of AP exams, and we had over 302 exams that we were able to give to our students. So those results will be back to us at the beginning of July. So it'll be very interesting to see what they received as scores. So we'll keep you updated on that. We have completed all of our safety drills, and we have submitted that to the ROE, thanks to Mr. Miller and the rest of our staff. So we are in compliance with that. We did have a few meetings, and we have started summer school scheduling, which information is in your packet. We're gonna go over those individuals who will be hired for summer school this summer. We hope that our numbers stay pretty even with what we had last year, and we're looking forward to have those students in the building in the months of June and July. I don't know if they're as excited as we are, but we'll see how that turns out. We'll keep you posted. And we are having our end of the year celebration Friday, May 22nd. During that time, we'll have breakfast for the staff. We're gonna celebrate with those who are going to be receiving awards for attendance. We're also gonna be honoring our retirees who will be leaving us at the end of the year. We're talking about Sir Rainier Award, who will be awarded to one of our coaches in our building. And then the rest of the day, the teachers will be spending their time in their classrooms, getting grades completed, and then getting their rooms prepped and ready for summer. One of the last things that we're doing is registration for next year already. Hard to believe. Our team is hard at work. We had our meeting. We have things planned as far as registration. Registration for next year is set for July 28th through July 31st. And those letters will be going out with the report cards, which will go out at the end of the month. Do you have any questions for me? Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Lance. Athletic Director's report is in your packet. Mr. Hans is at a seating meeting. Area Career Center, Dr. Lang.
Right. So I'm going to report on a couple things today, and the most important thing was signing day. So second time we decided to have a signing day here, and 125 seniors chose one of the 4 categories that we use for that. And 89 of them, they had a letter of intent for higher education of some sort, whether that be, like IVCC or a university. There were a couple other training centers inside of that too. 16 of the students chose a union apprenticeship pathway, and that was really good to see. That was up from last year. 10 students chose military service, and 10 students were going direct to the workforce. That was pretty cool. Another thing that we did, this is our 4-year planning cycle for the Perkins and CTEI grants, and part of that is doing a bunch of continuous improvement planning, obviously. So we did some surveys for students, and we were working on one for parents as well, but the student one is the important one for this, and a bunch of that information is in the packet there. One of the really cool things about that was the overall experience and career in the courses that they took, and the majority of the students, it was from a rating of 3 to 5, and 81 of the 258 students that participated said it was a 5-star rating for their preparing them for a career. So we thought that was pretty cool. I put a couple pictures of signing day in the packet for you. Does anybody have any questions? Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Lang. Director of Communications, Mr. Baker.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. As mentioned, based on all the things that you've been hearing about, it's been busy in the office as we've been promoting all the good things we've been going, communicating with families about the end of the year and preparing for next year, and kind of recognizing some of the events at the end of the year. A few notes. As you may remember, this was a year between Ms. Hartman and I, we kind of piloted having some student interns in the building. That process has gone great. One of our students was a senior, so he kind of actually came in for a few extra hours this week and helped out. But today was kind of his last day, and then I've been spending some time this past week interviewing some students so we can bring in next year. Kind of excited. We're kind of seeing, credit to Mrs. Hahn in the counseling office for one, helping find some ways that we can make these programs even more attractive to students by finding some grant opportunities for paid options, but also now expanding into maybe some other departments around campus. So exciting things there. And then, so obviously they've been busy all year. One of the fun things, as Ms. Lance mentioned, Senior Awards Night, I had Anna, one of my helpers, made individual graphics for each of the scholarships and awards, and then I spent way more time than I thought it would. Yesterday, loading them all, preloading it into our social media accounts. So now we'll have at least 2 posts a day, every day, until like mid-July, celebrating all those awards. So this way, hopefully, in the past we kind of just did one big photo dump. So kind of excited to each of those have a moment of celebration online, along with obviously to the newspapers and all that sort of thing like we normally do. Also been working through the year, actually started last summer. We've been going through a process to try to rejuvenate kind of our main kind of fundraising campaigns, in particular kind of the letter writing campaigns that a number of our groups do. We were hearing from our business community that, you know, over the course, especially like early summer, some businesses, banks in particular, would get, you know, 4 to 5 letters from various LP agencies all asking for donations. So we're trying to bring that all under kind of one umbrella, but still make sure that all of those kind of main 4 activities that we're doing that still kind of get the funding they need. So we've been busy the past day or so, and we'll be still doing that for the next couple of days of printing out that new kind of one unified letter that we're going to be sending out. So obviously we're still hoping that all those businesses in the community continue to support us, but hopefully with a little bit more of a clean-cut way, and then also to help improve some of our internal or kind of fundraising tracking and donations and things like that, and also to better recognize those businesses that help. Good example, you know, some of our businesses might give a couple $100 to Renaissance, another couple hundred to Link Crew, and a couple hundred to the Back to School Bash, and then maybe a couple hundred for our regular campaign. But because there wasn't like a central database or cataloging of that, when it came time to kind of recognize them, they might slip through the cracks. Whereas this way, we'll be able to see that all in one place, so then they're getting the same tier of recognition as a business who just gives a single $700 donation or $1,000, whatever that might be. So we're trying to improve that, and then also help them connect better with faculty and staff inside the buildings to make sure that they're being recognized for what they do. So all those things are going on, and then on the foundation side, we're kind of in the quiet period now, taking a couple of months off, and then restarting again in the fall. I think that's a lot of the big stuff, unless you have any questions. Right,
Thank you, Mr. Baker.
Have a good night.
Okay, under new business. 11.1, need a motion to adopt resolution 2026-9, approving the tentative amended LP fiscal year 26 budget and place it on public display.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mrs. Alcorn?
Yes.
Mrs. Krasniak?
Yes.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes. 12.2 is resolution 2026-10, naming the swimming pool in the East Gym, East Building after Rob McNally. The resolution reads, the Salle-Peru Township High School District 120 resolution. Be it resolved by the Board of Education of the School District of number 120, Counties of LaSalle and Bureau, State of Illinois as follows. Whereas the Board of Education values the history and reputation of LaSalle-Peru Township High School and takes great care to determine whether any room or facility shall be named in honor of any individual or family. And whereas Mr. Rob McNally, a proud alumnus of LaSalle-Peru Township High School and a former collegiate swimmer, honorably served as a swimming coach at LaSalle-Peru Township High School for 14 years until his retirement in 2026, while also dedicating 20 years of service to the Illinois Valley YMCA Dolphins. And whereas Coach McNally resurrected the boys swim program in 2012 and established the girls swim program in 2025, monitoring more than 125 swimmers throughout his career from LaSalle-Peru, Ottawa, Streator, Woodland, Earlville, Serena, and Henry Sanchwine. And whereas, under Coach McNally's leadership, 7 boys qualified for the HSA state meets, including 5 individual qualifiers, 2 relay swimmers, with several earning multiple appearances, 3 girl qualifiers for state and individual events, all in multiple years, 1 state finalist earning 4th, which is first team all-state finish in the 100-yard backstroke, and a 10th place honorable mention all-state finish in the 200-yard individual medley. Every school swimming record currently displayed on the record board was achieved under Mr. McNally's coaching leadership. Now therefore, be it resolved that the Board of Education of LaSalle-Peru Township High School hereby name the East Building Swimming Pool, the Rob McNally Pool, in honor of Coach McNally's dedication, service, leadership, and lasting impact in the school and surrounding communities. And be it further resolved that the resolution be incorporated into the minutes as a permanent record, and that the original be presented to Mr. McNally with deep appreciation, adopted this 20th day, May 2026, excuse me. So, I need a motion to adopt the resolution 2026-10, naming the swimming pool in the East Building, Rob McNally Pool.
So moved.
Second.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mrs. Alcorn?
Yes.
Mrs. Krasniak?
Yes.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes. Congratulations, Rob.
I'm honored to represent this school.
Thanks. Hey, Matt.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think we should all get up there and take a picture of this. That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rob, congratulations. That's appreciated.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Congratulations.
Very honored to represent this school.
Thank you so
very
much.
You guys do an amazing
Come over here
job.
for a picture? Certainly. Everybody come on over.
Oh, no, you're the center of attention here, not me.
You guys get up there.
Yeah, you're right. Let's see, Mr. Rob, take a step one direction or the other.
Come on, man.
Faster. Ready? And one, and three. And then everyone's good. We have a couple swimmers who wanted to get in too.
We don't like everything.
Everybody sit? One, two, three. All right, congratulations. Now,
One second. You want a picture?
are you sure?
I put a little red on. That's cool. Very cool.
All right. .3, the motion of approval of the following ag building change orders. For visiting construction, change order number 16, change the tornado rate louvers totaling $4,379. Change order 17, add roof drain at the south stair associated with piping totaling $6,824. Change order number 18, mezzanine double sided gate credit totaling $3,809. And change order number 19, utility extension to the future vet science building totaling $19,527.
So moved.
Second.
Mrs. Alcorn?
Yes.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mrs. Krasniak?
Yes.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes. 11.4, approval to submit building permit applications for the following summer 2026 projects. Excuse me. A, main building amendment 89, which is select gym doors, frames, and hardware replacement. B, Dolan building amendment 13, fire alarm replacement. And C, auto shop amendment 9, fire alarm replacement.
So moved.
Second.
Mrs. Alcorn?
Yes.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mrs. Krasniak?
Yes.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes. 11.5, any emotional approval to submit application for the statement of completion for the following projects. Main Building Amendment 87, Howard Fellow Stadium concrete repairs.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mrs. Alcorn?
Yes.
Mrs. Krasniak?
Yes.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes. 11.6, any emotional approval to establish the following activity accounts. A, Ag Building. B, Camp Money, Girls Bowling.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mrs. Alcorn?
Yes.
Mrs. Krasniak?
Yes.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes. 11.7, any motion of approval to authorize the business office to make monthly and mid-monthly payment on the Walmart credit card not to exceed $500.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mrs. Alcorn?
Yes.
Mrs. Krasniak?
Yes.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes. 11.8 is press policy issue 121 is a second reading. 11.9, a motion of approval of the athletic trainer services agreement effective August 1st, 2026 through June 30th, 2029.
So moved.
Second.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mrs. Alcorn?
Yes.
Mrs. Krasniak?
Yes.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes. 11.10, any emotional approval of the 2026-2027 School Resource Officer Program MOU with the City of LaSalle and the LaSalle Police Department.
So moved.
Second.
Mrs. Alcorn?
Yes.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mrs. Krasniak?
Yes.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes. 11.11, a emotional approval for the Salle-Peru Township High School district-wide behavioral intervention plan.
So moved.
Second.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mrs. Alcorn?
Yes.
Mrs. Krasniak?
Yes.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes. 11.12, the emotional approval of a resolution assuring reemployment for the 2026-27 school year for 10-month employees.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mrs. Alcorn?
Yes.
Mrs. Krasniak?
Yes.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes. 11.13, the emotional approval of the following retirements with regret. A, Mr. Mike Carter, Assistant Director of Building and Grounds, effective September 30th, 2026. And B, Mrs. Barb Franklin, Administrative Assistant to the Principal, effective July 31st, 2026.
So moved.
Second.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mrs. Alcorn?
Yes.
Mrs. Krasniak?
Yes.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes. 11.14, the emotional approval of the following resignations as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mrs. Alcorn?
Yes.
Mrs. Krasniak?
Yes.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes. 11.15, the emotional approval of the following reassignments as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mrs. Alcorn?
Yes.
Mrs. Krasniak?
Yes.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes. 11.16, a motion of approval of the following appointments as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Mrs. Alcorn?
Yes.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mrs. Krasniak?
Yes.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes. 11.17, a motion of approval to rehire the following staff for the 2026-2027 school year as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mrs. Alcorn?
Yes.
Mrs. Krasniak?
Yes.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes. 11.18, a motion of approval of the following summer 2026 temporary positions as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mrs. Alcorn?
Yes.
Mrs. Krasniak?
Yes.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes. 11.19, the motion of approval of the following maternity FMLA requests. Mrs. Vanessa Nicashore, beginning on April 28th, 2026 through May 22nd, 2026.
So moved.
Second.
Mrs. Alcorn?
Yes.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mrs. Krasniak?
Yes.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes. 12, I need a motion to go into executive closed session for the purpose of A, discussion of the minutes of the meetings lawfully closed under the Open Meeting Act, whether for purpose of approval by the body of the minutes or semi-annual review of the minutes, and B, appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of an employee with open session and possible action items to follow.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mrs. Alcorn?
Yes.
Mrs. Krasniak?
Yes.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes.